Okay, so I'm gonna commentate over my Twitch stream from earlier. This is about 3 hours of footage I got. Kinda wanna skip forward. I'm spectating right now. The quality may not be that great. I'm gonna lower the volume. So this is the start of the server. I don't remember what time it was, but I had to pass the time to get the server filled up. What's interesting on this build is the infantry portal is dynamic respawn time. This fire cinematic is new. In the video I'm talking to a troll that I would consider a troll.
You don't know him, but you know me. But you
I'll skip past that. So at this point, I skip past aliens took over siege. I'm commanding. I'm trying to delay the game for as long as possible so that people don't rage quit. Hold on, I'm not tabbing. So at this part, I just build a giant armory wall around the chair. Just trying to drag it on because sudden death is active. This is like a 37-minute long round. At this point, auto beacon is triggering because the command chair health is set to trigger the auto beacon. People were complaining that third person was triggering for the auto beaconed exos. Just wanted to skip to the next round on Super Siege because I was blown away by one of the plays. This map is usually hard for Marines to get enough setup because it's such a huge map. But the fast build time during setup really changed that around. This room I had to kind of redecorate myself compared to the original map. On this version of Siege also, I raised the Hydra max level 50 to 99, and I made it so they're faster leveling during setup time. It's really cool to see like the writing being played out. Let's skip a little. Okay, so this is the part that blew my mind. So when the front door opens, we'll see what happens. Level 50 armor, they leveled it up. Wow, the Hydra's taken down by arcs. Okay, what happened? The Fade ran by, and you'll see, the Fade ran by and went past the front line. I can't see where he's at right now. So see him, he's in going to Marine Start. He ran all the way, and now he's going to the Siege Hall. So I'm chasing him, and I know, I know what he's gonna do. I'm anticipating it. I'm watching the Exo's coming from Marine Base. The fast gestation makes him a gorge. He's gonna drop a tunnel. I look at map stats. It says aliens. Oh, hold on. Okay, so the tunnel went up and instantly a Fade went through it from the alien start. They were waiting for it. And we got the egg beacon dropped, the structure beacon dropped, a bone wall, and the tunnel's back because the Exo got the tunnel but not the gorge. It's a brilliant play. See, I thought the game was over at this point. I thought like, oh, it's GG. But they're prepared this round, the Marines are. They've even got a Shade, a Hydra, a Tunnel. You got an Egg with the Fades back. But you got an Arc preparing on the Marine base and a grenade launcher. The Egg beacon dies after 30 seconds automatically. You only got 3 eggs out of it.
Command station under attack.
Exos are really cheap in this build too, so you already got another Exo coming up. You got 2 Fades, an Onos, a Gorge, a full set of structures against an Arc, an Exo, and that Gorge is primed, or enzymed. You can even take down the Arcs. In this build also, Arcs have more armor. Maybe that's why. And I was amazed that this was so cleared easily by the Marines. Like, that was a great play. So at this point I was worried that Marines were too focused in the door room rather than Arizona Bay or Lump. But you got 2 people and an Arc going to Lump, but still Arizona Bay is empty, and one guy in door room just not even paying attention. 2 guys in door room. Meanwhile the halls are empty on the inside. That fade is back in Marine Start. See, also in this build, the eggs automatically evolve, so you got a lot of higher life forms all the time. I think I get good footage of this on 007. Probably one of the best rounds I've ever played in Siege was 007, the last round with all the changes. Oh, this guy, let me rewind. So the Marines are pushing the alien halls for some reason, I don't know why. But there's a gorge hiding in the wall anticipating it. So the sentries level 16 are actually quite effective if you don't move around enough to dodge them. So level 51 Arc, I don't think the Arc's armor is updating correctly in the UI. Because he's trying to weld it, look, and it says it's full, but it's not displaying as full. Okay, this is the part where the gorge is hiding, but if the spot is so obvious, it's not a best hiding spot.
Halsey, can you fucking do something about this guy? It's really pissing me off.
I had my sound muted the entire game. Let's fast forward.
Wall here, so I'm just gonna fight them and take them.
Oh, that's right. This one, the ending of this one surprised me. So aliens got a huge almost Russian Marine base,
5.
and I think aliens are gonna win it, right? But
Yeah, I knocked out of that one. Okay, good game.
last second, Marines sieges them out. I thought that was a great ending. I know I fast forwarded too much, but oh, we got a good round of hive siege today also. So this part, this match really demonstrated Jay's server. This was the smoothest round on this map that I've ever seen. The gameplay really demonstrates when the player dies how fast the transition is, and it's allowed me to write more taxing server draining stuff because this server can handle it. So what I did here, I spawned 5 armories because 5 armories is currently the credit cap. With credits, with a little 10-second delay. Intrepid put a robo there, and I left a gap here so Max could walk through it. So leveling 1250 armory has like almost 3000 health. And it also welds more than normal armory does at level 0. Let's fast forward a little bit. So I just start mining things, that's boring. Skip. Okay, I fast forwarded, aliens took over the room pretty instantly. The quality of the stream's not that great, but right here is great teamwork. You got the Marines are just not giving up, they're just holding the spot. People started joining on this map. This map usually always filled the server, and because it's great on low player count and high player count. I still want to edit the egg beacon, I'm not happy with it. Oh, so I fast forwarded a lot. So basically we hold our rest room, and we hold it, and I spawn a credit extractor. Intrepid's a great commander, man. Slow motion. So what happened is siege opened, and there's a little teleport in the siege room that takes players to and from siege room, to and from alien hives. So I kind of exploit that and put a bunch of fire grenades on the shades. which cancels the ink and allows the arcs to fire without disruption. So let's fast forward. See right here, this is a good, just firing a line of fire grenades on each shade. The shades are told not to ink when they're on fire. So I'd put one on each every time, but each time I missed that last one. And the server is performing great. It's really crazy to see a smooth round with this much chaos going on. Let's fast forward a little bit. So a hobby that I have is I have F1 down to buying a Mac. Oh, that reminds me, there may be an error with Exos. Something happened when I bought an EXO that I have to test on a client server and update, because it may be a game-breaking bug. It may be the explanation as to why the server received a certain drop of performance. And also the EXO health I'm not happy with. I have 393 here. I should have near 600 with this player count, but maybe it's good you don't. Exos seem to play out great in this version because they're cheap, with less cost, and their health value isn't too overpowered. We managed to get 12 versus 12 and 3 spectators here. See, maps like this are kind of how Siege performs great, because it kind of allows, like this kind of map layout kind of allows such crazy rules in the gameplay, like 6 sentries and all these infantry portal rules and stuff. And even right now, the infantry portal respawn rates are fair and balanced in my opinion. When I die during Siege on a full server, it's fine. Because it takes up to double the normal respawn rate. 446 health. This is where the EXO glitched out. So this is where the EXO glitched out. I managed to get to 1 health, and I wasn't dying, so I noticed, oh, let me kill myself before people think I'm exploiting and taking advantage. Because that's, whatever I did, it caused a bug. And this is the long respawn rate I'm talking about in infantry portal. I think it's balanced, but the animation's not in sync with it. See, by now I would respawn, but I altered it, now it's just taking longer. Server had error true. Let's fast forward next one. Trim Siege, I got some good footage on this.
Well, of course.
Let's skip to the round start.
Well, yeah, if you want.
Good place.
I'm gonna try to
Okay, I'll skip to the front door opening in 10 seconds.
That's weird.
Marines have a bunch of arcs. Let me mute the sound. Marines have a bunch of arcs, and they have nothing in Biodome, so they're putting all their money in Workshop. There's no command station Workshop. Barely even 2 sentries, probably credit sentries. Nothing in Generator, everything's in Red Room. Turn the sound back on.
Oh,
These doors are evil.
So the Gorge there and the Onos there have enzyme from the Shift update I wrote, where Shift now has levels, and based on its level, it's the chance it has to giving enzymes to nearby players.
I see that. That's kind of funny.
It's smart. Look at the crag stacks are moving and umbering. right behind the gorge.
Really morbid.
See, that's teamwork.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have workshop. Yeah.
So you could guess how this is gonna go. Marines have nothing in Biodome.
Yeah, that was not difficult.
Yep. We were lucked out. He had about a dozen arcs, and he didn't have a single one of them deployed. And then he walked them all into the whips and all of you guys.
Workshop, sir.
Let's
We already
use the
left
vents
workshop.
to the generator.
Workshop.
Okay, I clear out the vents from the mines.
Nice.
Marines actually have 2 more players than Aliens, and team balance is not on. What I did disabled team balance, and I wrote my own formula to change the dynamic respawn times. So if Marines have 2 more players than Aliens,
Wow.
they'll just simply respawn longer, or take longer to respawn. Because players, they said, I hate when I'm being punished to play by having to sit as a dead player and spectate.
Get him, Shotter.
Okay, so what's something here is important to note is Zykar took advantage of a map
Follow me.
thing. He ran up the crates and ran to the left rather than running straight.
That's
So
what he's used to.
they're booking it.
Let's kill the power first.
Meanwhile, the team's distraction in Red Room. You gotta love that Z time right there.
Killing the power and generator.
Okay, so this room becomes great for camera angles. Look at this. Onos versus Exos. It's chaotic.
Power is at.
But the power node's way up front, so they're gonna lose that immediately.
Generator, nice.
Exos just walking up the ramp in the circle. It's like they're marching.
We will have also red room. Just kill the power in red room.
Look at that gorge run. That was a great push by Aliens, man. But Marines got good backup.
Oh, I see it. Guys on me in the red room.
Yeah, this makes me think of the map cycle. My maps are starting to become obsolete. If this map is played more often and if it keeps filling the server, then I'm all for it. Managing maps is becoming too much for me at this point. We need more people like Zyka to map maps like this. Look at all the great camera angles I'm getting on this map here.
Almost dead.
Just pure chaos. So I ended up joining because I figured Marines could use the help, but it's kind of too late. All that I was able to do was just spam fire grenades. Oh, but at this point the game ended. I fast forwarded too far. Let's skip ahead. Oh, we got another round of High Siege 4. I don't remember how this... Okay, this round was horrible. For Marines were not prepared, and it just... Once you lose too much ground on this map, there's no coming back. That's why on Hive Siege 5 I added the concept of doors in each individual room. It allows Marines to get a break, like breathing time between with the doors to break down. But there's a request to play Hive Siege 4 again, and the concept of this one is just 4 power nodes to the rooms. But the tech point's still in the front door room, and the front door room can be held for a long time. So can the restroom, but the team was not prepared. On the wall is a picture of a guitar. Let's fast forward.
Can you make
Oh, we got Beamer Siege. This turned out to be okay round. Let's skip past the setup time. So this, I'll spoil it. My impression of this round of Beamer Siege was Marines were holding strong in the front door, and Marines even were pushing in until Siege opened. And when Siege opened, the aliens just took over the Siege room and took out Marines. That's a constant with this map. The map stats are Marines, what is it? Marines 17, aliens 34. And the funny thing about this one is it's the remade version with the siege hall from Alien Base at Senior. But the version I originally made last year had the alien siege hall disconnected from the siege room, and the map was actually far more balanced in that version. But I wanted to leave the siege hall in this version because I was thinking maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a good thing for aliens to have siege connection from their base. But I think I'm right in saying aliens don't need siege hall connection on their base. It's too overpowered. I mean, this map is still fun though. It just kind of sucks as a Marine. You do a good all game just to lose at the end. The aliens are trolling with the giant model size. You know, I'm trying to think of more fun things to have, like the giant model size. I just don't have any ideas. I ended up joining because I figured Marines need help if they're outnumbered. So what I did, I just spammed fire grenade and took out a bunch of structures, but the lava in the middle hurts. The Marine, your armor is always down. Let's skip ahead once it loads. So here, right there, I was observing aliens auto-evolving eggs going from Gorge to Onos all automatically. And so when the siege door opens on this map, see the Marines ended up getting siege room with arcs, but aliens are already there. My understanding is aliens need a delay between going siege room for Marines to set up. Otherwise, because look at this, he's getting a few shots in. And on this map, Crags are told to have no bonus during siege, because look, he's taking out the Crags instantly. But I'm under the impression if aliens had to take front and go through Marine's base to get the siege room, this map may be more fun. So let's skip ahead. This version also, breakable doors don't auto nano shield during siege. That's a nerf to Marines. Oh yeah, we managed to get a phase gate in the phase gate a secret room. And what I did was try to extend the duration of auto beacon on the chair, because the chair ended up auto beaconing a few times in there. And the fire grenade is great for blocking spots like that. I just got 2 or 3 people just by spamming it. See right there, a beacon, right? Beaconed everyone. See, that would be effective, and you would figure Marines could win now, right? They just rushed into the alien's hive, and what happened to them? They just died instantly, I'm sure. Right now, during siege, auto beacon during deaths equals spawning with jetpack and HMG. Let's skip this. You know how it's an end. It's just dragging on. So I think the last round I got was 007, but it split in multiple parts because the open broadcaster kept cutting off. This was a really good round. So this, you see all those gorge eggs. So the door's already opened. Aliens are trying to take a ramp room. The quality is not the greatest on this video. The shift is giving enzyme, but he's sending a bunch of whips. I'm primal screaming, trying to get the power down to turn off the lights. We got a giant marine on the right. And yeah, this server is nuts. I die on the server, and it respawns on the Queen so fast. It sends, I don't know what it does, but the other server, I guess, was a longer delay between the process, and this server is much faster. I don't even mind the damage rates and all that because the fast respawn going on with the automatic alert on death going on. Actually, this may not be the same round I'm thinking about. I think this was just a really long round. Let's see. With the chair and lump room, we're taking it down. This alien commander, I don't know how well he was experienced with Siege. So I'm healing the shift to make sure it gives me enzyme, greater chance of giving me enzymes so I can break the door down faster. Taking down this door and getting that power node is extremely tough. So the shift gives me enzyme. And what I want to do here is I just want to suicide rush that power node. Because there's eggs around the area. And I respawn extremely fast. I guess this alien comm was good. A fire grenade is really dangerous. Got fast build rates going on. I dropped a credit crag. He's got a structure beacon. Then right here I figured, okay, we have this spot. We got a Fade, we got an Onos, we got structures, but the HMG is really strong. Right here I spawned automatically doesn't work. Fast respawn lengths, couple seconds only. Right there I got fed up with the tunnels and alien halls because they're never moved up. Okay, I think this video ended. This one's 8 minutes in. Let's see. This was a really good round. The last one of the night. So I got up to the jetpack room. Let's fast forward a little bit. I'm in jetpack room now. I'm spawning credit structures up there. Jetpackers have infinite fuel. They're just roaming it, doing these fire grenades. The shift is sometimes giving me enzyme. I keep spamming tunnels. Got a Fade there already at that tunnel. Siege is just opened. This is actually the second time we're taking down this power node. It kind of builds fast in this build. So we're all just rushing this. We don't even care because Siege just opened. I just rebirthed right there. So, this round is really hectic. Really, really hectic. But the server performed it smoothly. quality of video is going bad. Let's fast forward, see if the quality gets better. Nope, the video is still bad. Basically, this is Siege, and Siege has different rules. Everything kind of gets chaotic. I'm just trying to buy all their base. It's not working out. So aliens ended up taking over the Siege room, and this is where my current writings shine, and that it still allows both teams an equal chance to winning in a fun way. And keep in mind, this is like a 27-minute game, and the whole time everyone's sucked in. So I try to go for the power node a few times, and a lot of people know this map, and they know to defend it well. So if you can't see the video, I'm trying to take the power node out, but I die instantly. We got a bunny hopper going to Siege. They're going to get a chair, so that chair's an auto beacon in Siege. And that auto beacon almost wipes out us from Siege, which is nuts. Right here, they just auto beacon Siege room. And the video quality may be bad, but it looks like Marines are about to take it over. It looks like. And they're still holding their base extremely well. But aliens have a crag bonus during Siege in this version of the round that we're playing. And aliens have a bone shield damage reduction automatically done during Siege. And Onos have free energy during charge during Siege right now. So this map before this round was about maybe 15 wins Marines had over aliens, and this was like the first round in a long time. Aliens won, and it's not even over yet. This round extended well beyond sudden death. Still got 6 minutes until sudden death right now. So basically what I did, there's a lot of eggs that kept evolving, and so I suicided rush every time, and every time I spawned randomly as a gorge, as a lurk, as a fade. And the respawn time, look at 6 seconds. That's another new thing for aliens during Siege. So you're kind of like promoted to a non-stop rush in there. A lot of people kind of join mid-game, so having the games extend out in the recognizable formats such as front door, siege door, sudden death kind of lets players know what place to play on. And the rounds, for the most part, try to be written out to end during sudden death. So like a full phase is played out, each with their own different rules. And these, it's really tough to biobomb here. I'm out of energy. I don't have hunger or focus applied there. But on this build, I see a lot of more players getting enzyme from shifts, which is great to see. See, I automatically spawn as a gorge. So eventually aliens take over Marine's base because there's no way that they could defend all of this stuff. So what they resorted to doing, if I could see it in this video, let's try the next video. This one's 12 minutes. Okay, so skipped along. It's 12 verse 13 now. Marines, what happened is they lost their base and they ended up building a chair in the front door room just before sudden death triggered. And now sudden death is activated, and the chair in the front door room is triggering auto beacon. And the auto beacon during sudden death respawns players with exosuits right off the bat. So we're getting non-stop exo rushes into our hives, which is completely ridiculous because we took out their main base. We took out Siege Room. And here they come with the exo rush into our base from the front door room. So I'm constantly responding as alert, but I still got 100 risks. At this point, it's full chaotic. Everyone's into it. I'm trying to get the chair, I go down instantly. There's people pushing and people defending. It's perfect. So during sudden death, they can't heal the chair, and we can't heal the hives. So if those exos were to push into their hives, they could have won, regardless if they lost their base. So let's fast forward. So what happens is this goes on for a long time, believe it or not. It's really hard to turtle a game when both sides keep putting an equal force into the push. So you kind of have to come up with different strategies. Right here, I just fast forwarded where I went to a siege room, and I'm going all the way from siege room to the door room, trying to hit them from behind, just like that Marine I just met is trying to do. He was trying to take siege room. So the auto waypoint system is telling me there's a threat there. And that auto waypoint system is also turning off the lights and giving aliens an advantage if they have power. So you'll believe I get the chair down to maybe 1% health sooner or later, and I end up dying. Seeing the Onos on the minimap run the same path because he catches on. Server's performing great. And look at, we got Exo pushing the alien halls. This is where it gets intense, man. Everybody was into it, and also, like, this is all happening. Like, oh, they lost their base, oh, they got a new base, let's go. So I just book it for the chair again, the auto waypoint system. And look, it has 1 health, and I go down right when the beacon. But yeah, that was a good round. Hear everyone on the mic.
That was funny.
You were sneaky like gorgeous with the tunnels. We had the face gate to the siege room.
Yeah, my favorite part was all the whips walking through Marine spawn, not touching a thing, going right to the siege room.
Okay. So I turn off the volume, and that's about it. Successful night.